Hi there, students. To underwhelm, underwhelming as an adjective. Okay, if something is underwhelming, it's bland, it's disappointing, it fails to interest, it's not as exciting as promised, it's not as expected. To underwhelm, to perform disappointingly, an anticlimax, a bit of a damp squib. Okay, so this is the opposite of overwhelm. The project was an overwhelming success. Yes, to overwhelm is to cover completely. To underwhelm, to fail to impress, to fail to look good, to fail to excite. So clearly, the government's policies have underwhelmed the voters who do not want to vote for them. Um, the There was lots and lots of hype about the film, and everybody said that it was going to be fantastic. But when people actually went to see it, they were underwhelmed. They were not interested. They were not interested. It was boring. I'm thinking the film The Blair Witch Project. There was lots and lots of hype about this film, and when I saw it, I thought, "Bruh." Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't really interest me. It left me somewhat underwhelmed. Okay, so to underwhelm, to fail to impress, to fail to make somebody excited. Um, Stories about superheroes always seem to underwhelm me. Yeah, his speeches never fail to underwhelm. They're never impressive. They're never exciting. Um, the the sales figures this year are underwhelming. The targets set by the company underwhelmed the investors, and the price went down. Um, okay, I went to visit Disneyland, and I was rather underwhelmed by what I saw. Okay, so to underwhelm, to fail to impress, to fail to make a really positive impact, to dis- disappoint. Um, yeah, so it didn't really stimulate. I was really rather underwhelmed by um, the book. The government's actions on this problem have really been rather underwhelming. Um, they never they don't seem to impress anybody at all. So underwhelming, not to stimulate. The film underwhelmed most of the critics, and the film did not get good reviews. The performance of the England team was underwhelming, and they should have done much better. They had many chances. Um, so they didn't live up to their reputation, to live up to the hype, yeah, to make no impression on something. So I was totally underwhelmed by what had been advertised as the best thing since sliced bread. He'd always been telling me what a great cook he was, and when I went to his house to eat, I was particularly underwhelmed by the food. Yeah. Um, After all the hype, the critics were underwhelmed. They were disappointed. They were disenchanted. They were disillusioned by the quality of it. So, yeah, he's always saying that quite how brilliant he is, but it's rather underwhelming. Um, you go somewhere on a holiday, and you're underwhelmed by this place. So all of the advertising says it's great, it's fantastic, but it's not really, or it wasn't, at least for you. Okay, so formality, underwhelming. I think I would give it a 4. I think I'm going to give it a 4 in formality. Use it informally, use it in a semi formal conversation, semi formal writing, maybe a 4.5 in formality, but I wouldn't use it in anything very formal. So, to underwhelming.